Burkina Faso, formerly Upper Volta, was renamed by Thomas Sankara, the iconic anti-imperialist who ruled in the 1980s. Burkina Faso means land of upright people. But since Sankara's assassination in 1987, orchestrated with foreign complicity, the country has been anything but upright. Over the past decade, Burkina Faso has cycled through 5 heads of state, weathered multiple coups, and seen large parts of its territory fall to jihadist insurgents, despite millions of dollars in Western security support. In the midst of the chaos emerged Captain Ibrahim Traore, a soldier trained in the University of Ouagadougou and a seasoned artillery officer. He served in the northern Sahel, where villages were routinely torched by terrorists and citizens left unprotected by the state. But unlike many in the officer class, Traore didn't just take orders, he started asking questions. Why, despite billions in aid, was Burkina Faso losing territory every week? Why were French troops stationed in the country if attacks were only growing? Why was the country consistently topping lists of the world's most neglected displacement crisis, with nearly 10% of its population forced to flee their homes due to violence and insecurity? And why were the nation's mines being drained by foreign companies while citizens couldn't access basic needs?
Aucun sacrifice ne sera de trop.
No sacrifice will be too great to take this country out of the situation in which it finds itself. So, our commitment is for a return to peace, and our compass will always be the people.
This wasn't just a coup, it was a declaration of disobedience. Traore framed it as a rectification of the previous military administration led by Paul-Henri Damiba, who many accused of being too cozy with the West and too hesitant to break old ties. With no background in politics and no financial elite behind him, Traore leaned on something much older, Burkinabe patriotism and the spirit of Sankara. He began echoing Sankara's speeches, nationalizing narratives, and urging youth to rise, not with weapons, but with tools, imagination, and hope. But hope alone isn't what makes the West nervous. It's what came next that turned Traore into a geopolitical threat. Since gaining independence in 1960, according to data from the Africa Center for Strategic Studies, Burkina Faso has seen more coups than any other African nation, a whopping 9 successful coups with at least a dozen failed attempts.